Hello everybody, this is me, Martin. I'm gonna actually want to make a video, a little bit of a rant that is why I went digital. Here's a true story. When I was growing up, I was very thankful for my parents buying me a Sega Genesis growing up and all that. And I lost that one since childhood. I had to replace it. Then I got Sega Genesis games. I was growing up on physical and all that. And unfortunately, I had my PS2, my GameCube, DVDs was stolen and all that. My childhood. I wish I had people in my life told me go digital. You know what I'm saying? If I went digital, you know what I'm saying, you would never have to worry about games getting lost, damaged, or stolen. You know what I'm saying? And true story. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm making this video because I went digital almost nearly for 10 years now, since 2021 and all that. That's the same year I started my TikTok career and all that. I decided, why am I buy games where it's not, looking back at it, it's all a bunch of clutter and all that. You have to put them up somewhere. You got to worry if the games get lost, stolen, and damaged and all that. When I bought Super Mario 3D All-Star digitally, I thank goodness I went digital because it cost $100 just for a physical copy. It's insane. And I understand I missed out the Sonic Mario Olympic game and all that. And all that. I was buying games on Steam. I love the Steam sales. I also like the sales on Xbox and Nintendo sometimes. Why I went digital because that. And Martell, what happened to games run out? Physical games, sold it out. Then what you gonna do? You gonna wait, days or weeks or so? We don't take I don't have internet in my home and all this. I always have to go out and download things, And that's the beauty of digital, you know what I'm saying? As long as you keep your security account. Here's another problem with the digital. Here is a negative. My PlayStation account got hacked twice, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. And it took out some money, and Sony refused to help me. And had a nurse say want me to pay just to get my account back. I said, screw you, Sony. So I went with Xbox and Steam, and Nintendo had Steam for like 10 years or so. I'm very thankful for my handheld I bought last year as a gift to myself, surviving homelessness and all that, True story though. Yeah, when I was forced to move last year due to infestation crisis at my old apartment and all that. Sad to say, for 15 years I love. I'm glad I went digital because if I had my games physically, I would have been SOL, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad I went digital because, all I gotta do is just log into my account, put on hotspot, updates and all that, you know what I'm saying? Plus, with today's games, they ain't fully on the disc or cartridges. Especially when people talk about Nintendo game key cards and all that. At that point, you might as well go digital. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Most of the games you get nowadays ain't even physical. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even on a disc or a cartridge. You know what I'm saying? And besides, who gonna waste away at some physical collection and all that? You know what I'm saying? Plus, I live in a studio apartment, so I have literally no space for physical anything anymore, unfortunately. I was mad at myself, also the department too. Had to throw away all my memories and all. That's another thing too. But physical, you just SOL, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. Not besides just original music, movies and all that. For my parents and so it's gone. Infestation is not good at all, I won't dwell too much on it. But back I was saying about the digital feature for me. I went digital because it's cheaper. Wait for sales, deals, and discounts. Plus, disabled friendly. I want to say that too with digital. Disabled friendly. Do you really want to get up? That's also convenience. Do you really want to get up and switch discs and cartridges? You know what I'm saying? For my audience with disabilities, accessibility. Digital is very accessible. Besides, you want to go to a store and buy games. Save you some gas, you know what I'm saying? save you some gas money. Well, in my case, I have to use it regardless. I'm always out and about, literally at work. And out and about, having a little bread. I'm working on website improvements coming soon. I'm working on getting me original soup pretty soon. Want to take care of this inspection in my apartment and all that. Because, please, for my audience, don't take infestation lightly, you know what I'm saying? Especially with pest control and all the pest issues. Please get that taken care of. But like I said about the digital life, the digital life is for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry my games getting lost, stolen, damaged, or lost forever at that time and all that, With digital, you just upload, wait, and you're good to go, you know what I'm saying? Plus, it's a feature for me, especially being a mobile gamer and all that. I always have to be out and about, because it sucks. I don't really like being at home at times. I like to sleep and food and so forth, I feel pretty good to get this off my chest, So, I'm thankful for digital too, because it's very accessible for people with disabilities and all that. Why lose your games? Especially it's hard to replace physical media. Especially that's costly. So of course there's some exclusives you have to pay full price, like Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. I miss them game vouchers, for Nintendo and all that. On the contrary though, I gotta get me another replacement headset again. It's kept on malfunctioning. Maybe weird popping in my ear. But anyways, as far as digital future, it's for me, literally. I'm glad I went digital, so I regret not embracing digital 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Have I know what I know now, I would tell myself, go digital. You know what I'm saying? And besides, like outside, and most of my games are digital anyway. So why would I bother wasting my time, my money, lending games out? Literally, people don't return my games or anything, Plus, it's always on my account, I got Xbox Series S. I'm working on getting a Nintendo Switch OLED and a Nintendo Switch 2 down the line and all that. So on the contrary, I just want to say y'all have a good night. Team Arctic Clouds out.